I don't know about you, but as a second time mom, I do not have time to be trapped, stuck to a wall for 10-20 minutes every couple of hours. So I got the LV wireless pump. I actually just got done using these. I was doing some chores around the house and thought I should share my thought on this pump. I used this pump with my first, who was 3.5, and I pumped almost exclusively for 10 months straight. I was able to nurse for the first couple of months, and then I pumped until she was 1. And there's no way I would have made it that long without these pumps. I was able to work, do some chores, do the dishes, do some laundry, do a lot of things where like I don't have to bend over completely because they will leak. That is one downfall of these, is they do leak if you have to bend over too much. But if you can stay upright, you can move around the house and do things that you need to get done. So these have been a lifesaver for me. I'm using them again. My second is currently 11 weeks old, and these have seriously saved my life with my toddler, with my infant. So they are a great option. I have really loved using them. There's several pieces to it, and it is a hard plastic. So if you're sensitive to a harder plastic, this might not be a great option for you, but I haven't had any issues with discomfort using these. They come apart very easily. You just push this button and the collection part comes off. I just use this to dump the milk into the pitcher. I'm doing the pitcher method. And then this lid portion comes off as well if you need to get the rest of it out or for washing purposes. And then it just connects right back here. And then this portion comes out as well with this little green gasket. This is replaceable, so if you use this a lot, this is definitely something that you'll want to replace. But this comes out and it's all washable. You can wash all of these pieces except for this big white piece because this is where all of the electronics are. But there's a power button, and then you can set it to be left or right so that you know which goes where. If you have to have different settings for either side, you can adjust the suction, and then you can do the stop and pause. This also has an app that you can use, so you can track, or you can use this with the app. You can control these with the app. And then it has a little charging port here. I like to charge these overnight so that they're ready to go for the day, but I can get a full day's worth of pumping with one charge on these. And like I said, they're a lifesaver. They're not incredibly affordable, but if you're willing to put the money forward, they are well worth it. I've used this, like I said, for my first and now for my second. So they have held up very well, very nice and durable. They're a little bit thinner or not as bulky as some of the other wearables. So I don't wear these outside of the house though. They are very quiet though. So while I'm working, if I'm on a meeting or something, nobody's gonna know that I'm pumping, but super, super handy to have if you work or need to be able to move around the house. Definitely check these out.